little bit of a different video for you this time. I tend to focus a lot on the skills and tactics and whatnot of boxing. In this video I want to talk to you and give some insights and maybe some assistance on preparing for fight night. So assuming that you've got this contest coming up, what is the process that you go through as a boxer in order to reach that night, in order to be ready and be able to be at the steps of the ring, ready to get up, be introduced and to hit that first bell ring. Okay, this video will stop at that point of getting in the ring. So there's two broad areas I want to talk about. The practical aspects of getting ready and being ready for fight night, and the psychological or emotional aspects of being ready for fight night. Okay, so number one, the practical preparation. Okay, ensuring that you are physically, technically and tactically prepared for fight night. Okay, this is all about what we use as macro cycles and micro cycles. This is the same in many sports. So you have a given longer term goal, that is the macro cycle. Okay, and within that macro cycle, that longer period of time, you have multiple micro cycles that are all in and of themselves challenges, but are all geared towards that single event, that single point in time. So a macro cycle might be, I want to compete and win in the World Championships in 2 years. Further down the line, it might be someone who knows nothing about boxing to say, I want to be in a position to have a competitive contest in 12 months or in 18 months, or national championships, you name it. You know, it's that kind of approach. So then a micro cycle would be individual fights within that cycle. It's all about, as I said before, preparing physically, technically and tactically, and each micro cycle has within it sort of 4 elements that go to build it. You build core, so that's about building core fitness, ability to overlay on top of that the other elements that we need, ability to just be in some kind of reasonable solid physical shape. Secondly then is about recovery. It's the recovery phase. So this is about working to max and being able to recover quickly enough to be functioning and able to respond to a 1 minute break in between rounds. Then it's about steady state. This is about tuning in to fight conditions. You've reached that plateau that you're not going to get any fitter. You are now in a strong place and ready to box. And then finally it's speed, sharpening up in the days preceding the fight. So those areas are what goes to make up a micro cycle. And in all of that, it's about gym work, it's about strength conditioning, it's about road work, again endurance or running, it's about weights and wider floor work, and obviously it's about sparring and that type of activity. You do all of that right, you are in a sound and sensible place to be ready to box, and it builds into the emotional and psychological preparedness of your mind. Okay, so that's that bit. The next bit then, and in many ways the coach is responsible for a lot of this stuff. This is about ensuring that a boxer is registered for the competition, that they have gone through the appropriate medical procedures, that they understand what's coming their way, that they can validly go through the administrative processes in order to be able to compete. Then you've got your equipment needs, your boots, your socks, your low blow protector, your head guard, your wraps, your kit, your mouth guard, all of the stuff that goes towards being in your kit bag ready for the night's work. Okay. In many ways your coach leads you through that. On the night you have to go and weigh in. Obviously the previous So the cycles that you've been through, you monitor weight throughout that, so that your weight and your weight management in terms of getting to the fight night, you are right on the where you need to be in terms of your overall weight. Then on fight night, before you get in the ring, another practical aspect is an effective warm-up. Okay, really good, solid warm-up, heart rate up, muscles all supple, blood flow going, so that by the time you get in the ring, you are at a state of preparedness that makes sure that you can set off fast and maintain that pace. So all of that stuff I consider to be the practical aspects of getting ready for fight night. Then the psychological and emotional elements. Now, my experience was always about controlling nerves, managing that fear, if you like, with positive visualizations, and it's an interesting cycle that you go through in the weeks, the days and hours before a fight. You know, your emotions are really up and down. It's quite a high pressure event, so you've got to find ways of controlling those emotions, approaching things with a clear mind, be very precise and specific about what you're wanting to achieve. I never found it terribly useful to be angry before a fight or to hate the opponent. I think I try and encourage the boxers I work with to be very clinical. There's no reason to be angry, no reason for hatred. You just get in the ring and you have a problem to solve. Go in there and solve that problem. Positive visualizations. Visualize excellence in your technique, moving around the ring, putting pressure on, excellent shots. All of this good stuff goes towards controlling the fear and controlling the nerves. A little tip associated with nerves, obviously knots in the stomach. A good way to deal with them, they will stay there, but if you do a very deep breath at the very top of your breath, you get a slight relief for a moment from that knot in the stomach. Just one of the practical things. So that's it. And once you start that walk to the ring, certainly once you're in the ring and the bell goes, all of the nerves and emotions go, and at that point then it's about performing the way you've trained hard to in the previous weeks and months. Okay, so that's a short video just on preparing for fight night. I hope it's give you some stuff that you can maybe bear in mind for any upcoming challenge that you have, be it sparring or be it a contest or be it any other thing in life. You know, it's all about preparedness and positive attitude towards the event. Okay, I'll leave it there for now.